So, what we thought was just going to be some retaliatory tariffs turned out to be a tariff onslaught by President Trump. Probably the worst way that it could have been introduced. It was. So, of course, that's what's reacting now. Is the stock market is doing its free fall thing, worst downfall since COVID, since I think June of 2020. So, in the overall scheme, if you've done a diversified portfolio, if you're a client that's got money in the stocks, money in an annuity, well, then overall you're probably not down that much, and you're probably panicking a lot less. We do have a new portal that I've been slowly putting out to clients. And that's what's nice is that portal is just like a one pager. It shows exactly where all your assets are, because it was getting crazy when we have money in the market, and then obviously some other insurance companies. So it was hard to see everything in one page. So we've got that. So you can, it's not real time, of course, because of all the different insurance companies. We just don't have feed from all those insurance companies real time. So at any time you can contact the office and have them update your portal. And that way you can click in and see, and it will show you exactly where everything is, and, can do some quick analysis just to kind of see if you're down. If you're in a well-diversified portfolio, just remember, if the market's down, 15%, you're probably down 7%, 8%. So it might not be as bad overall. I know if you're watching the news or everything, it's in your face. If you watch Fox News, this is the beginning of America making an awesome comeback. And if you watch CNN, we're about to go into a major recession and Armageddon. So maybe somewhere in between is the actual truth. Again, obviously, the way Trump did this was just completely irrational. So it's going to cause some pain in the short term. Now, what do we do? Obviously, anytime we have a major crash like this, I never recommend that we sell. Panic selling has just never done anybody any good. Of course, you temporarily maybe can sleep better at night, but then you just create another problem, of course, when to get back in, right? And let's say he cuts rates or whatever next week, and we had already gotten out into cash, and then the market bounces up 5, 6, 7%. And we missed out on that because we're sitting in cash. So we were like, all right, it's over. Let's get back in. And then he does something else, or something geopolitical happens or something, and the market goes back down again. It's just it's a situation that we just can't really get into. But again, we should know this, right? This is what the stock market does. We can't expect anything less. Last week, it was still just classified as a normal garden variety correction. We've had 5 of those in the last 5 years. Now, of course, this is a little worse, and it could get much worse. Who knows? Well, I guess let's just go here. So this is not based on the consumer spending decreasing. It's not based on unemployment spiking and getting worse and worse. The jobs report today was amazing. So again, this is just news, and I think it's people overreacting and overselling. The Fed cutting rates would certainly help, but I don't think that they're going to come to the rescue anytime soon. Before all this happened, there was a 50% chance chance that the Fed was going to cut rates in May, and now that's down to 30%. And some are saying it's not even going to happen at all, until maybe the end of this year. They just don't want to get it wrong again because they're still stung from the bad inflationary issue that we had, and they didn't act fast enough. So I don't think anybody's coming to the rescue. We just don't. This could just be an up and down volatile situation for a while. Hang tight. This is what the market does. Again, if you have too much risk in the market, and this is not, you're not feeling right now what you thought you'd feel when the market does this, because we knew this was going to happen at some point. It was this or something else. Then we need to get your money into something safer, some of it. Even with the losses that we're at right now, we can move some of your money, get a bonus at an insurance product, get you right back up to zero, and then be able to participate in the market if it goes up. But if it does continue to go down, we're not going to lose any money. Again, it's just finding that right mix. People tell me all day long that they're extremely risk tolerant. They know the market goes up and down. And of course, the market goes down, and my phone blows up saying, well, I didn't know it was going to feel like this. Well, this is what it feels like. So I don't know if I already said this, but so getting all out is not necessarily something that we have to do either. Maybe if you just want to be able to sleep better at night temporarily, we can get half out. That's usually what I do when people are like, do I get out or do I get in? Well, let's just go half. That means half your money will be safe and won't go down. And if the market does start to come back, half of your money will get to participate. But again, the money that's in the cash, we still have to decide, when to get back into the market. And the Fed does do some emergency cuts. Money market funds will be the first thing that goes. And so those will go down to 2.5%, 3% maybe, and now you're not even keeping up with inflation. So again, it's all about the long-term game. So, and anytime we put money in the stock market, we always discuss that, right? It's the long-term game. So maybe it's best you just turn off the TV, don't read any papers. Do they still make newspapers? I think they do. Don't read anything. It's going to be okay. And we'll get through this. It's just we got to get through this ugly time. And so I'm sorry for that, but it is what it is. Oh, and there's going to be a link, I believe, on here where last night I was on Fox 10 o'clock news, and I talked a little bit about the tariffs as well. And also there'll be a link to my Calendly so you can make a phone appointment. And so we can chat and maybe talk it out. All right. Thanks, everybody. Stick with us and give me a call if you need me. Thanks.